Dzień dobry, assalamu alaikum, ciao, konnichiwa, bonjour, hola, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Ken at 10. Actually, not at 10, sorry about that. Two lots of filming today for Homes Under the Hammer, both in Wandsworth, strangely enough, one in Earlsfield, and very interesting too. Beautiful ground floor conversion flat. And I met Tommy Walsh. He's now presenter on Homes Under the Hammer. I don't know if you've seen him, but he's very good. You'll probably know Tommy from Ground Force, more likely. Managed to steal a little selfie for our socials with him. He's a nice, really nice guy, actually. Had a long chat about things, and it was really nice to meet him because we don't meet the celebrities most of the time. Most of the time, we do a little bit of filming, and then off we go. And then we're compartmentalized, and the megastars come along and do their bit afterwards. But it was lovely to meet him, and for the first time. So apart from that, a busy day today back at the office, more valuations. Had a fantastic valuation last night on a fairly unique property. I love a unique home. You know, it's one thing we're really good at, is getting unique homes and selling them. So looking forward to doing a little video for them and presentation in the hope that we can gain that instruction. It'll certainly be exciting for the guys on the team. And apart from that, we've got the auction lot just coming up, and that's in Wavertree Court, Wavertree Road, short lease, a lease of just over 50 years, which is great if you're a cash buyer because it can be bought very cheaply at auction. But obviously, unfortunately, if you've got a mortgage or you're getting a mortgage, it's not going to be doable on this, folks. It's going to be cash buyers or bridging only, I'm afraid. And that's going at our next auction at the end of the month. So looking forward to that. We love the auctions. You know, when you're an agent, you're used to things taking sort of 3-4 months to go through from when you tie up the sale, and it can be quite frustrating just to have that instantaneous bang when the hammer's down, contracts are exchanged, 28 days later, literally the money's in the bank. It's such a refreshing thing when you're used to traditional estate agency, and often you're waiting on chains, and often there are things that you can influence and control and should, but quite often they're also outside of your control, and it can be extremely frustrating. I'm sure you've felt that if you've ever sold a property before or bought a property before as well. Especially at the moment, there seems to be certainly a lot of delays with certain lenders in terms of surveys, and then you know, vendors get worried, and understandably so, and we've got no commitment from the purchaser until that survey's done, because that's the first time they really spend money. So that can be a real issue for people. Aside from that, the rentals market continues apace, absolutely nuts out there. We're finding that literally as things come on, they're swallowed up, and we're trying to do our best to prioritize the people that we already work with, the people that we already, where we're selling properties for landlords, for instance, and rehousing, relocating those tenants. And it's really hard for them too, because rents have risen so much that quite often they're coming out of a property where they were paying maybe £1,000 per calendar month, and the equivalent property is now 1,500. You're literally 50% higher. That can be really tough on people. And obviously, we try and get some sort of deal for them because we know them. And we know that we can present them to our landlords, and those landlords can have confidence that these are decent people that reliably pay their rent and are nice people to deal with. And you know, many of our tenants become our friends, as with our vendors actually. And that's one of the great things about our business. I always think it's a real privilege to do what we do, because we do get involved in people's lives at the most basic level, and often get told a lot of their personal lives, what's going on. And you know, it's a privilege to be in the middle of it and hopefully helping them through what can sometimes be really difficult times, and sometimes can be really beautiful times. You know, when you've got someone maybe graduating from uni, or maybe just got into a fantastic school and that's why they're moving, you always feel like you're kind of celebrating with the family and then helping them to make that next move, and it's quite a special and privileged place to be. So aside from that, today, more valuations, more people coming onto the market. We've never got enough stock at the moment. It always seems, especially in the mid-ranges, that there's just not enough property for everyone to go around. But I'm just heading away from Earlsfield now, back to the office. So if you have called me, I'm sorry I haven't returned your call yet, but we've been filming literally all morning. It's the first chance I've got to do the Ken at 10, and I'm sorry I'm late. Hope you're keeping well. Do look after yourselves and your families, and we'll be back at 10 o'clock, I promise, tomorrow. Until then, take care, stay safe and well.